Alright gamers, it is finally here from the brand new story exotic mission. We have Wishkeeper, probably the prettiest looking weapon in the entire game. So let's go over the intrinsic trait here. It's called Snare Weaver. Precision hits and final blows build energy towards a Snare Weaver arrow that can be fired from the hip. On impact, Snare Weaver arrows create a pattern of traps that suspend nearby targets. And the other trait is going to be Silkbound Slayer. This weapon deals bonus damage to suspended targets, gains faster draw time for a short duration when you suspend a target from any source or damage a suspended target with this weapon. Now we're going to be taking this bow and putting it into just an insane Strand Titan suspension build. But before I do get into the build, if you guys do enjoy the content, a like and sub would be greatly appreciated. We're less than 15 subs away from 1,000, so thank you guys so much. So the whole focus for this build here is going to be taking advantage of the brand new exotic bow's main trait and just suspending everything physically possible so that you can get the extra 50% damage bonus you get from suspending a target, and then also the increased draw speed. So the abilities we're going to be using for this build are going to be Rally Barricade, Frenzied Blade's your only option for melee, and then Shackle Grenade, so we have one way of getting suspension through grenades. With the aspects Banner of War, and then also Dranger's Lash, so we can turn our class ability into being able to create suspension. Now the fragments of this build are going to be Thread of Mind, so when you defeat a suspended target, you're going to get class ability energy back. Thread of Continuity, so that your suspension lasts longer, and then you can also take advantage of increased time for Unravel with the Artifact mod. And then Thread of Warding, so that on picking up orbs, you can get some extra woven mail, which is extremely nice because damage resist is phenomenal. And then lastly, Thread of Generation, so that we can try to keep our Shackle Grenade up more often. Now the exotic armor used for this build is going to be Abeyant Leaps, which exotic trait is Puppeteer's Control. So Dranger's Lash spawns 2 additional projectiles, tracks targets more aggressively, and travels farther. You also will gain Woven Mail when suspending targets, which is extremely nice. You can use that with Thread of Warding. Honestly, you could take Thread of Warding off if you want to, but I like it as just a guaranteed way to make sure I can keep Woven Mail up pretty much at all times. Now the weapons I'm using alongside Wishkeeper with this build are going to be a 1-2 punch shotgun to take advantage of Banner of War's 40% melee damage bonus, and then either Semiotician or Caraxus, just really any Strand heavy weapon to take advantage of the double surges that I'm rocking. I'll leave the mods on screen here, but I'll go over the important ones used. So on the helmet, going to be using Strand Siphon. On the gloves, triple bolstering detonation, so that I can use my grenade to then fund more class ability energy back if I need it. For the boots, I'm using 2 Strand weapon surges and then recuperation, so that on orb pickups I get both woven mail and health, so a little double dipping into survivability. And then lastly for the class item, Reaper mod, and then powerful attraction. The artifact mods used in this build are really just going to be all of the Strand focused ones, so you're going to want to use Dragon's Bite. Breaking a combatant shield with a Strand weapon has a chance to suspend the target. And then Unraveling Orbs, picking up an orb of power grants Strand weapons unraveling rounds. And lastly, Horde Shuttle, damaging unraveled targets with a weapon occasionally spawns a Threadling. This build allows you to just do some insane suspension spam all over the battlefield. It's honestly pretty fun. The only thing for me is I will say it is a quite slow playstyle. So if you're someone who just likes to rush through stuff, I think Quicksilver could fit into this build and do just as good, if not honestly better. But hey, it's something new, it's fun, why not just try it out, you know? Anyway, thank you guys for watching, see you in the next one, peace!